Is this clever cooling hack or just a glorified cup of water with a USB plug? FrostyFuse is sold as a mini air conditioner that delivers instant relief in 90 seconds and cools rooms up to about 215 square feet while saving energy and money. The site shouts massive discounts, a 30-day money-back promise, and a 24/7 support line. The fine print tells a different story. The legal page says FrostyFuse is a brand of UAB Commerce Corps in Lithuania and orders ship from warehouses in China, which means long delivery windows and potential import fees on top. The checkout jumps to a subdomain store, and the pitch pushes multi-unit bundles as if 4 cubes could handle a small home. One more eyebrow raiser is the claim that a water tank gives 8 hours of cooling, which is how evaporative coolers work, not air conditioners. Evaporative is fine in dry climates, but it simply cannot cool a humid room the way a compressor-based AC does. Physics is undefeated. Let us reality check the business. A quick registry search shows UAB Commerce Corps is real in Lithuania with a Vilnius office, while the marketing funnel often lists a Kaunas or Lithuania address and a US phone. That split is typical for cross-border dropship brands. The domain is young, and the store points to a campaign subdomain, which is common for throwaway pages. The terms admit shipments originate from China and require contacting support for a return code. Then the buyer pays return shipping unless defective. That return path often means international postage and delays. The company's broader marketing footprint has prior run-ins with ad regulators over misleading ads in other product verticals, which does not convict this product, but it sets context. On the people side, the site offers no named founder or engineer, and product photos are the same generic cube seen across marketplaces. No verifiable engineers, no lab or address photos, no factory details. For a hardware brand promising thermal miracles, that is not great provenance. Now the device itself. FrostyFuse is not a real air conditioner. It is an evaporative desk cooler that passes air over a moist medium and maybe a frozen insert. In dry air, that can shave a few degrees in a very small personal cone. In humid air, it does almost nothing and can make the room feel stickier. The advertising says cools a room in 90 seconds, which reads like a copy-paste fantasy. Actual ACs list BTU or DOE SAC ratings and power draw and need venting or a heat pump. This cube offers none of that because it has no compressor. Look across Amazon, Walmart, and no-name shops, and you will see nearly identical boxes claiming 3 speeds, 300-milliliter tanks, and USB power. Prices range wildly from under $25 to around $60, depending on the logo of the week. That variation is a tell that you are buying a template product with new stickers. Build quality tends to be light plastic with a small fan and a sponge filter. Maintenance means refilling water, cleaning pads, and living with a very small cooling footprint. What are buyers reporting, and what is the value compared to the market? Customer feedback clusters into 2 camps. In dry regions, some people say it feels nice on a nightstand if you put in ice like a fancy fan. In normal to humid areas, disappointed buyers complain it is just a weak fan with wet air that cannot cool a bedroom. Delivery takes longer than promised, and returns are a maze of emails and codes. Pricing is a moving target with dramatic % off banners that make a $40 desk cooler look like a high-tech steal. Put that against proven options, and the gap is obvious. A real portable AC with a hose and a measurable 8,000 to 12,000 BTU equivalent costs $200 to $450 and actually drops room temperature. A solid brand desktop fan costs $15 to $40 and honestly markets itself as a fan. Policy-wise, you are on the hook for return shipping and timelines are padded. Service responsiveness appears inconsistent. Verdict is mixed, leaning risky. The product works as a small evaporative fan in dry air, but the marketing overshoots hard. Worth the hype or worth the headache? If you want real cooling, buy a rated portable AC or a window unit from a reputable retailer. If you just want a breeze, get a trustworthy desk fan and skip the drama.